episode of We Posted Up the Podcast. I am Lamar,
AKA
D Money,
AKA
Mr. 2 for 20,
AKA
If It Ain't Rough, It Ain't Me,
AKA
If She Bleeding, I'm Beating,
AKA
One Pump Chump,
AKA
you don't like my One Pump Chump, Young Girl Avert,
AKA
Sexual Chocolate,
AKA.
that's it. That's all I got. You don't respect my One Chump, my One Pump Chump.
You don't even respect that damn one pump shop.
Hey man, that's life.
Like phone.
For me, it's life. I ain't saying it's for everybody. I'm saying it's for me. And to my left,
That dude in there,
aka,
Mr. Miyagi,
aka,
Big Flexo,
aka,
Big Willows,
aka,
Regular Willows,
aka,
C Shorty,
aka,
C Smooth,
aka,
Always Late Lows,
aka,
Lion King Lows,
aka,
Big Breast Bandit,
aka.
that one thing I lost on IG, y'all told me.
You ran off a lot, man, but here's the problem. You still ain't ran off nothing new.
Always Late Lows was back in the last season. So it's new to this season.
It ain't new.
It's new to this season.
It ain't new.
That don't count?
Nah, it don't count at all, man. You can't keep giving me shit about nothing new, and then you ain't coming with nothing new.
Alright, go ahead, start over.
No, we not finna start over, dog.
Damn, I can't get a redo, bro.
Fuck no, the show is going.
God damn.
Next week, you got a chance next week.
I forgot you are heavy daddy.
You got a chance next week. You got a whole another week to get your shit in order. We got another guest in the building, man.
Family again.
To my right,
We got Cole,
aka,
Chief Nation, aka 6,
aka.
2-4, aka. That's it.
That's all you got, though?
That's all I got. How you gonna say Chief Nation if you got all Cardinal shit? I'm from the loop, that's why.
I'll never represent the motherfucking Cardinals, man. That's just me. Not a fan.
Why not?
I'm a Braves fan, man. I've always been a Braves fan. I don't fuck with the Cardinals.
Why you gonna mess with the loop?
Ah, man. I just don't respect it.
Why not?
Remember back in the day when we was kids, they ain't pay nobody. Especially they black players. They weren't paying.
They still don't know.
Yeah, they had to tell the motherfucker to get the fuck up out of the city.
Yeah.
The Blues will too.
Yeah. And you know, I'm curious to see how it's gonna work out now because they got a young stud now, Jordan Walker.
They gonna give him the fuck up. I mean, well, they was gonna give Pujols some money, but he wanted to go to California.
Yeah.
So
It's always how come they don't got it, but why do they have it black? But the
that's a
other,
good question.
you know, the other thing too with Pujols is though, I don't think they would treat him like they would treat a black person though. I think that's different. Because he got a little bit. Yeah, and they taking over them,
Dominican.
the Mexicans taking over baseball, you know, so you gotta pay them, you know, you just have to. So I think Pujols is, you know, something different. Like they had, what's the boy, Rico or whatever, I can't think his name. Damn, they just had him, and they let him go. And he down in Tampa Bay. He was just in the All-Star game in one of the two finals. Damn, I can't think his name. Stud, black dude.
I don't pay nobody.
I just thought Randy, Randy.
How come they have these guys in the top part of the coaching position? When you talk about the bad coaches and the field coaches, why do they got a head spot?
Yeah, I don't think neither one of them has ever been a backup coach.
Yeah, that was I was just gonna say. I
They
had
had Okendo, he was a third base coach.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
But you know what? How can Okendo get above them?
That's a good question, man. I have no clue. I can't even give you an answer on that. Because I know working down there,
He couldn't hit a beach ball.
nah, he couldn't hit shit. But working down there, when Willie McGee got up, them fans was going crazy.
Yeah.
Willie McGee struck out, them fans was going crazy, man. They love Willie McGee.
Yeah, he was definitely a fan favorite. I think the last real black, you know, good player that they sort of, but I think he ended up going away too. Ray Ray. They ended up trading him too. Yeah, he was the last, you know, real black player that they.
I mean, during that same time, they had
Brian Jordan?
Yeah, Ray
But he ended up going to Atlanta too, didn't he?
I think love tap. It was
No,
like
like
he
he
hit a
didn't.
grown man.
Yeah, he hit him like he hit a grown man. But he hit him like, hey, stop doing, whatever he's doing or whatever. So he punched him, and I'm sure he didn't try to do it. He didn't do it enough.
It didn't look intentional.
Yeah. No, it didn't look intentional at all. But he did do it. The kid lost his breath and fell to the ground or whatever.
He was getting tough, though.
Yeah. So my question to y'all is,
So hold on. Before you get into that, walk me through this video again. Cause you seen the video, Paul?
Nah, I ain't seen this.
I ain't seen the video.
the kid did something on the field. When the kid came off, the coach was, giving him an earful or whatever and punched him, punched him in the stomach. The kid fell over, of course.
All right, now hold on, stop right
Lost his
there.
leg.
Now, what was the coach's reaction when he fell over?
He was trying to get him up. He was
Get
trying
him
to
up,
help
like
him.
get your
Because
ass
he-
back in the game.
No,
Or get
he
him
was
up
trying to
and
get
down.
up like he did, yeah. Because he didn't, I'm sure he realized what he did. He wasn't trying to do it. It was
Okay.
unintentional. But of course, the mom, and a lot of people, he took a whole bunch of heat for that. They was talking about firing him. Now, I don't know if they fired him or not, but my question is, how far would you allow, a coach to do, you got a son too that play football,
Yeah.
and I do too. My brother had a son that played football too, so how far would you allow a coach to go? Because football coaches, they coach a little hard.
And that's the thing, though. We all played sports and we were all coached hard. So I was okay with my son being coached hard, but not to the point where they put their hands on him. They get in your face with the face.
Grab your
Yeah.
face, man, shake that out around.
Shit like that shit.
That's normal.
Yeah, but as far as like punching goes, no.
Now you say hit it, but the other thing that coaches, I see a lot of coaches do, they're hit him in their head.
They do that
So
both.
that's hitting too.
They do that both ways though. They do that when they do something good, and they do that when they fuck up. So, I mean, what do you do in that situation? Because they do it both ways on that one.
And the other thing is, the other difference is from now and what we just spoke of about, us playing, laws and all that shit is totally different now as opposed to when we was playing. So a lot more you can get away then when we was playing as opposed to now.
Well, I agree with you on that, but coaching is still going to be coaching. And some kids need to be coached hard. And at this point, it's no different than the kids in your house.
Yeah, exactly.
You know which kids can be parented hard, and you know which kids they can't.
I honestly don't feel like the coaches look into that right now. I think the coach, but I think some coaches now, like they coach everybody the same. Because they don't want to look like, hey, I'm treating this kid different than another.
Well, I think they only do that with parents like that, say, hey, my child is not getting enough playing time. Then coaches start doing that. But other than that, I think most coaches know different. They know, hey, LeBron over here, he needs a little bit more toughening up.
Right.
I just think it's hard. I think it's hard to coach now, though, especially like little league and stuff. Because you got so many parents. You trying to teach the kids one thing, parents telling them another thing. Especially like moms without the dads in their lives. It's something totally different.
Go ahead, Paul.
That's why when they say they're coaching, when you coaching, you got to establish that with the parents from day one. Because the parents is they're gonna overstep your boundaries. They're gonna keep on doing that. So you got to establish that from day one.
I agree with
That falls on the coaches.
I agree with Carl, man, and I disagree with you by saying that it'd be the mothers, man. I've seen where it's a lot of fathers, but to his point, when my kids were playing sports and they getting coached, I do my coaching in the car. I used to tell them flat out, you listen to whatever your coach say, but I critique their ass when we get in the car. Not the coach, my child. Because I don't want the conflicting shit. If your coach is saying you do this, I'm not over here telling you to do this. Now the kid trying to figure out who is he listening to. No, you listen to your coach. That's it. That's what he's there to do. He's there to coach you. So yeah, it'd be a lot of fathers that I've seen doing that.
Now, I agree with you on that. Like, I do the same thing. I tell my son, hey, listen to the coach or whatever, do what he tells you to do. I do the same. Like, I'll critique him, but try to do it in a way where I ain't undermining what the coach said. But I still think, and I've seen so many, like, these women, and I'm only, the fathers say something too, but them fathers that, they probably feel like they know what's better, as far as calling
shit like that.
I'm talking about as far as coaching them hard. That's what I see the moms like. They don't want the coach yelling and screaming and cursing in their kids' face and shit like that.
Yeah,
But they curse around all fucking day.
well, they protect them. I mean, that's all that is.
But you curse at your kid all day. Go sit your ass down. Get the fuck out of my living room. All that shit. You do that shit all day, but then you expect when the coach trying to coach him hard and teach him right, you don't want him cursing.
That's their child, no? You can't tell somebody how to feel about their child. You don't want nobody to tell you how you feel.
But that's
How to parent your child.
that's unfair for you to want him to coach your kid, but then you try to tell him how to coach your kid.
Now, I always find it funny when the mothers get mad because their kid ain't playing. It's like, dude, he running around with his helmet on backwards. Like, what do you want this little motherfucker to do?
Play in the grass.
Right. He ain't paying attention. He throwing grass and shit. I've seen that shit too.
Yeah, with grass and like, dang, what is he doing?
I've seen dudes, little kids on the sideline cheerleading and shit. Like, and you wonder why your son ain't playing. He ain't paying attention.
Yeah, a lot of and I see it now, being Chase first time playing, and, everybody but like one or two people on his team are all first timers. And I see they ass, like they be throwing six and shit when they they completely practice. So, but the kids, at that age,
Their attention
yeah,
span.
they're attention span. So they ain't, you gotta have them doing something at all times, or, you give them that freedom to do something else, they gonna try and do something else. So basically, you saying, your final, you wouldn't, they can do whatever as far, holler at them and all that shit, just don't hit them.
No, you shouldn't. And a coach shouldn't want to hit a child either, man. Unless it's their own child, then I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your fucking child. But not mine.
Yeah, but I don't punch him anything in the chest, anything that shit, man. That shit you should have done.
Yeah, that was completely out of line.
So would you want them locked up, or you just want, say, hey, don't do that no more?
Yeah, I say don't do that no more.
Just talk to him. Just don't do that no more.
Because a lot of them do that shit for free.
Yeah.
It ain't like they get paid to do it. It's their own free time and they coming out and helping the community. But if his reaction, when he punched him, if his reaction like, get up.
Yeah, no,
That's something totally different than damn. I ain't know I did that. Emotion of the game. We played basketball, man. It was a totally different thing. It was not so emotional. But football is really emotional,
We
man.
still been through a lot with tough coaching.
Absolutely. Basketball, it was much tougher and much more physical when we was playing basketball.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it ain't so emotional, man. The football parents are fucking nuts themselves, man.
Yeah.
So
A lot of the mothers, they be out there a lot. They put a lot of time because
yeah.
the dads ain't trying to put in their time. So the mothers, they take it to that next level.
It's crazy out there. I mean, that's a good segue into the conversation.
It is.
So Paul, what is your definition of a father?
Definition of a father.
Yeah.
Father is someone that takes care of his kids, but he takes on the whole responsibility of fatherhood. Fatherhood means you're a good father. Will take care of your kids. You'll make sure they have everything that they need, and you'll teach them the difference between right and wrong.
You got those?
I would say, to me, really, being a good father is almost as equal to me as being a good man. Being a real man, you're gonna take care of your responsibilities as a man. Being a father, it's the same thing. When your kids, so you're gonna take on that responsibility, and you're gonna step up to the plate and do what you're supposed to do. So to me, I think being a good man and being a good father, go hand in hand.
I agree with both of y'all. I don't disagree with either. Nothing that either one of y'all said. But I would add guidance. A lot of guidance, man. Especially nowadays, back to the conversation that we were just having. You can't really be too hard on these kids now. You gotta kind of guide them in a different way. Each child is different. So some you can parent hard, some you gotta back up off of them a little bit because they're a little sensitive. So more so guiding these kids, man.
You say that some of the kids been a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
Most of the kids now are more sensitive than
I agree. I do agree. I just make sure that you said it because I agree 100%. Like,
Is that our fault? Is that our fault?
Yes,
I agree.
yes,
I'm just saying, I agree with you.
yes.
What do you think, Los?
I mean,
Well, let me tell you why. I think it's our fault. I can't speak for Carl on this one, but I do agree with him. I think it's our fault because, to y'all original point, we want our kids to have everything that we didn't have. So we spoil them more.
yeah.
Instead of making them work for it, like we couldn't just go in and be like, hey, can I get $20? That $20 gonna come with a list of shit, and you're gonna have to do that whole list of bullshit to get just 20 funky ass dollars.
Yeah.
Now you just go in your pocket and give it to them.
Hold on, D. Now you, you said 20 funky ass dollars, but the difference, you just made it seem like $20 ain't nothing. But when we were doing that, $20 was a lot of money.
Well, you don't know what
Well,
I had to go through to get a pair of Chucks that was $20.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm still pissed about them fucking Chucks.
Exactly. The point I'm trying to make is we can get a pair of Chucks for $20. Now you can't get that 20. Now you can't get nothing for $20.
So still $20 that these ungrateful motherfuckers who ain't got jobs asking for, like it ain't shit, and we hand it to them without a problem. Right, cash app and they
Cash app. You know, when you don't know what the kids go to that cash app, you know, cash app is this. What? I don't know what they told you. Cash app, now when cash app is done.
Yeah, Cameron texted me the other day. Talking about some cash out him some money for his field trip.
You ain't even asking for it, you just sent it. You ain't even say nothing, just sent it, didn't you?
Because I knew it was gonna be something afterwards. It is what it is. But
But there it is.
how do we find in between like a medium? How do we find where? How do we solve that issue? From wanting them to know that it's more, because like you said, we want them to do a lot of the stuff and see a lot of the stuff that we didn't get a chance to see. And to me, and in my opinion, why I do that is because I want to try to expand my kids, mind so they know that pretty, because we grew up, we didn't see shit but the hood. I think the one time we went out of town, and seriously, the one time I can remember, my brother can attest to this, honestly, before I was probably 12 or so was when we did the Scared Straight thing and we went to Mobile. That's the one time I can remember we went out of town before that. Other than that, I don't remember recall us ever going out of town. Seriously.
Yeah, it was Michigan for being on the family reunion.
So
Pilot and car, so yeah.
we,
But
we never got to really see anything. To know that, hey, it's a bigger world out there. There's a lot more shit to see and do. So,
I mean, but your initial question was, what do we do? I mean, we all three of us get up every morning and go to fucking work. Don't want to do it, but we know we have to, and that's what these kids need to know. That right, we gotta go get this money. If you want it, you need to earn it. Nothing's going to be given to you. And that was the mentality that we had growing up, and that's why we probably are the way we are now. We know we gotta go get it. Nobody's gonna give it to you.
Well, it's work because, the crazy thing is a lot of these other nationalities, if you pay attention to them, all their kids, if they work hard, they teach their kids to work hard. They don't teach our kids to work hard,
but the only
One of the races that don't do that.
The only pushback I got with that is, well, two things. One is, do y'all feel like that the reason that our parents did us, like you said, that we had to do so much for that little 20 punk ass dollars, do you feel like the reason that they did that is because they couldn't afford to do what we doing now, meaning, when we asked for it, just give it to us, or what they had to work so hard for that money? They self. So they ain't making no money. Which neither of us are, making no money, but I mean, we in a better position, I would assume, than maybe our parents was. So we can sort of, quote unquote, afford to do it more than our parents could.
You wanna take the first one?
Is that the reason you feel like they were like that with us?
No. I think it was more so, like I said, they wanted to let us know that you gotta earn this. All three of us, we live in St. Louis. All three of us have been outside in the winter with a fucking shovel, hustling go get some money. That was just our mentality.
The kids don't cut grass no more.
They don't cut grass no more.
Like in the summertime, we used to go around the line, we gonna go get it.
We knew we had to go get it.
Snow, we get that, man. We gonna go, that's a little change, we gonna go. We run back and forth to the store.
Well, they do it, but they just don't know how to do it. Well, my son Cameron, boy, he cut that grass, boy, grass be fucked up. Weeds everywhere.
You gotta go back
You
home.
gotta go, I mean, weeds be everywhere. Grass high in some spots, low in some spots.
Do you actually cut it or you just cut it down?
No, he still got, that's still his job. That's
There
what
you
he
go.
does. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the other thing with what you said as far as the other nationalities, I disagree a little bit with that too, because a lot of white people don't do that. They support their kids all throughout the college.
Yeah, but more than that.
And a lot of them sort of, if not more successful than ours. So how do we know that the way that we try to raise ours
But you see what they
ain't the wrong way?
They got to go to college. We ain't, get their education. We're not teaching our kids to get education and stuff,
That's part of my point. That's why I have to look at it in a different way. Like, how do we know that what we doing necessarily, quote unquote, ain't right as far as giving them more?
I mean, from my point of view, I don't think it's right because they need to learn it comes from somewhere. I mean, you don't just go to your boss and just ask for some money and then go home and go to sleep. So why do they have the same privilege? Why should they feel like they can come to you and ask for $20 and just go back and lay down and not earn it? They gotta know they gotta earn that money.
I agree with you for the most part. I'm just saying, like, sometimes I feel like I don't know that that's necessarily the right or wrong way. And I feel like we more so feel like it's kind of wrong for us to be doing that. But I think sometimes, who's to say that it's wrong for us to be doing that?
I mean, it's all opinion based.
Yeah. I don't think it's wrong to let your kids experience a lot of different things that you didn't experience. I say, but at the end of the day, that's part of parenting and being a parent and teaching the kids the different points, of being responsible.
Yeah, it all comes back to what Carl said, responsibility. They gotta learn how to be responsible. What are you doing with this $20? Is it, I'm going out here just to go get some McDonald's and play some video games. But I don't even know if they even they don't even got arcades no more. But
Ain't too many.
They got a couple of the little VR things in the mall when you doing this shit, but
the $20 ain't gonna get you nowhere out there. But I mean, they need to know, what are you doing with that? Like, are you trying to build on that $20 or are they just hitting everybody up for $20 so they can just say got nothing to do?
yeah, and that's most.
And that's pretty much what it is, right?
Pretty much what they doing. That's pretty much what they doing. Like, actually, I asked, it's funny that you just said that because Cameron was asking me, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago about making some money or whatever, coming to work to make some money, which I'm glad that he understands now that he got to come to work to make some money. But the crazy part about it was, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to get like $600 because I want to get these Gucci shoes. I'm like, you ain't got shit. You trying to come up with $600 to get some shoes that cost $600.
And they think you finna get the 600 in one day.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know how many days it's gonna take you to get to that $600, right? I told him, you remember last time you worked the whole week and you made like $300. And that's a whole week. So how you think you gonna, and now you're in school, now you're in school, so how many weekends you think you gonna have to work to get that $600? Cause he thinks he's gonna get it in a day or two.
When you trying to get it from homecoming.
I don't know what he was trying to get it for.
Yeah.
Either way, you trying to spend $600 on some shoes when you ain't got no job.
Now I got a question for y'all, because y'all both got girls, I don't. Now, how does that work with them? Because it's always that daddy's little girl thing. So, do you even feel like you need to make them work for it, or you just instantly go in your pocket and get it? Or they going to the mama to get it?
It's rough. My daughter texted me last night. She said, Dad, I'm ordering this DoorDash.
working before, but I can't remember when she asked me for something. I told her you gonna have to work to get the money for it.
That's but in my eyes, that's a good thing, and I'll tell you why I think that's a good thing. Because as fathers, of course, y'all want y'all daughters to be provided for. So if she sees like, all right, my father will do this for me, a man needs to do this for me too. That's the way I kind of see it. But I don't have girls, so I don't know.
I don't know about that just because I don't want her depending on a man to do.
Well, of course not.
You want her to, and like I tell her, you know, hey, don't mess with no dude that ain't gonna treat you, you know, with the utmost respect. Yeah. But I don't think I necessarily want her feeling like a man gotta do whatever for her.
No, not that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as far as providing, like my father provides this, or set the example. This is the expectations, where the expectations needs to start when I'm looking for a man here, because this is the things that I have seen my father do and will do for me. So somebody needs to match that or go above. Is what I'm getting at.
Right, I get that.
Oh, yeah, and it should be, not exactly, it should be, right on time with that. Because that's, my dad should be a role model of.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. That's why I'm getting at.
It's definitely different with girls, though, for sure. That.
There it is. Do y'all feel like fathers are appreciated?
No, not as much as I should be.
Yeah, it's a no for me too. I don't think fathers are appreciated one bit. Don't nobody want to talk about their father.
Yeah, see, when Father's Day, what comes along, what commercials come on, go up, kid.
And tools. You know,
Yeah.
shit to work on. I gotta cook my own food and work on your shit.
It's a
Get on the
sour hell no for me. For sure they're not respected enough or appreciated enough at all whatsoever. I think the fathers that are, I would say, not with the mom, get taken advantage of. I've been in that situation.
Why do you say that? I mean, you don't have to tell a direct story if you don't want to.
I mean, I feel like, if you're not with the female most times, and you got a kid by it, that and you're a good father, they take advantage of that. And more so like, for instance, I got a baby by somebody who got a baby by somebody else. That person's father, for instance, on my dad, her father don't and haven't done nearly as much as what I do. But
But you take on that role, so
I
that's not
agree.
it.
I agree, I do. I take on that role and I don't think twice about it. But the mom should, okay, if you see, okay, this guy was a bad guy, not bad, but I mean, not take care of his responsibility. This guy go above and beyond. I'm just as a human to me. You would be more, I can't think of the word, but you would seem to be more appreciative of that, seeing that, you know what, I see how it is on the other side, as opposed to just being status quo, with that person.
Well, that's because I've also been in that same situation, Lowe's. So, but that's just, I don't know, man. I guess what I'm trying to say is, that's just how they see it, man. They know they ain't gonna get nothing out of this person, and they know they can get stuff out of you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, Lowe's.
Yeah.
And when you start to accept that, it don't bother you no more.
Yeah, but it's still like, and I know, we know every episode,
It has to be limits. It has to be limits. You have to put limits on it. You don't put limits on it, then it's going to just continue to do what they want to do.
yeah, and that's my point. I feel like you get taken advantage of, man, and that shouldn't
Now you
happen.
got to put limits there. You got some limits, some stuff can't be how it used to be because they, just like you said, they take advantage. They just do things. We gonna take care of business, others ain't gonna take care of business.
Yeah, at some point, because that same shit was going on with me at one point, Lowe's. And at some point, and I know you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but you gotta hear me out. At some point, you gotta say fuck to that's what they using against you. So at some point you gotta be like, man, fuck that. Fuck them kids. Not in a, fuck them kids, I ain't doing shit, but like, you're not finna continue to hold this fucking child over my head. So fuck that. I'm not finna deal with that shit.
You know, and that's where I struggle with, like, how do I deal with that situation? Like, how do I say, I ain't gonna let that, because that's, to me, saying,
You know what? I gotta do less for my kid.
You know what your child needs. You know what's the difference between a want and a need.
Yeah, exactly.
And you also know yourself what you provide for her
Yeah.
to fulfill those needs. Not the wants. You gotta separate the wants and the needs. If your child needs shoes, then all right, whatever. He needs shoes. Now, if he wants some fucking shoes and you just got some shoes, you gotta fall back. Cause they gonna always say call your daddy because they know you gonna do it.
Yeah.
Boy, they live by that. Call your daddy.
Yeah.
God,
You gotta fall back.
that's crazy. But it just still feels like to me, like if you saying that, like I'm saying, it's like, if I fall back on them, that means I'm falling back on my kid too.
Not at all. That's the way you're looking at it.
Yeah.
So how do you look at it? How do y'all look at it? It sounds like y'all both at the, the been to the points and y'all past that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get there.
Well, I just put limits on it. I just throw a limit on myself, and I slowly push myself away to understand that I put limits there, and the limits got to be there. If you don't put it there, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, you have to, because if you don't stop it, it's gonna continue going. And like I said, it's a difference for me between want and need. It's a big difference.
I know what you need.
Right.
You know,
I guess I get
you
there.
can say what you need, but I know what you need.
Right, and I know what I provided for you to get what you need. So if you're not getting what you need out of this, I mean, the kids don't need to know about child support or whatever, that ain't really none of their business. But you know.
That's interesting. I guess maybe about a month ago, I heard something radio. Probably never listened to the radio, but it was in the morning. The girl was talking about baby daddy and child support, and she was like, I got this and this, and I got a mortgage. I think she was like, it was like $1,600, $1,700. And she was like, she do this for the kids, this for the kids. And the first thing that came to my mind was that she was saying that the mortgage is his house. And they was together, he left. Well, why are you still trying to take on this if you can afford to do this? And now you want to say he ain't giving you enough child support to take care of this thing. Because you overstretching your boundaries. You want him to overstretch his boundaries. Like, he don't got questions. He don't got to pay for it.
You gotta provide, yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of men don't get, that they were support this child support system. It's making it acceptable. It's not making the women be responsible, because just as well as the man laid down, the woman laid down too.
And women start to get greedy.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of men put themselves on child support
Yeah.
and end up paying less
Yeah.
than what they was giving out. Then the woman gets mad about it.
Yeah. And the man don't be wanting to do it, but they
You force their hand.
Yeah. They know they can be put in a better situation.
So my question is, how do y'all feel about child support? Are you a supporter of child support or not?
They don't bother me.
I'm not a supporter of it, and the crazy thing is, because I think child support is always it's catered more to the women than it do to the men.
You said no, but you don't feel like some fathers that don't do nothing
it shouldn't, but it do run a lot of men away, and that's another reason why we got what's going on now.
Yeah, the child support don't bother me. It is what it is. I gotta pay it. It don't bother me one bit. I don't mind it. It don't mean shit because I still do other
Yeah,
shit.
you know, so yeah,
So it don't matter to
you
me.
know, that's how I always been with it too, you know.
But I don't think the average guy that's on child support feels the same way as you.
I don't think they do either, and they shouldn't. But this is just my own personal experience. I don't. I'm not saying everybody should feel the same way.
There are a lot of guys in their situations, and the mothers,
Yeah.
the mothers.
And
Yeah. I don't have a shitty situation with either one of my kids' mothers, so.
that's why I said, I think it got a lot to do with, you know, with us being underappreciated. Like I said, it got a lot to do with the mothers. And
Cause I was on child support, turn me down mentally, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, take them out, you know.
Plus, I had one that came off, so. It don't matter. But I paid for him a whole year when he dropped out of school. I still paid the whole year. When he dropped out of college, I still paid a whole year. I just said, yeah, I'm done.
But the other part, the other thing I think of that, you know, and I'm gonna defend women when they with that is, I don't think, maybe not defend women, I guess. The other thing is, once we get the child support papers, you know, we go down there and, you know, set up arrangements and shit like that, it'll help us a lot more than, you know, when people just get it, now they wanna be mad, you don't wanna go do shit. Half that don't even wanna go take a test, a blood test or whatever. So it's about, you know, taking care of your responsibility as far as that too. You get them papers, hey, you go and talk to somebody. And don't let them just put on you, you know,
We gotta make better decisions.
more than what you had.
Yeah, before you
Before
lay
you
down.
lay down, we
Yeah.
gotta make better decisions.
Yeah.
That's what the decision needs to
No,
start.
the decision needs to start.
I agree 100% on that. They gotta start with that. But man, it's just tough. It's so tough to do that.
But I tell you what's really weird, this gonna sound so fucked up, and it's fine. It's coming out of my mouth, so a lot of shit sounds fucked up anyway.
Yeah, I think people expect you to say something fucked up.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be really fucked up. So, I feel like, to your earlier point, if you with somebody that's a good person, and this woman has multiple kids, but none of them on child support, I feel like the court should be like, no, we're not putting him on child support. You got 3 kids over here with somebody else that is not on child support, that is not even taking care of these kids, and you wanna take this one person and throw them on child support, kind of back to the McDonald's situation, with the dude in the McDonald's situation. Come on, man, you're not finna do this to me,
Yeah.
and you ain't doing shit over here to these 3 motherfuckers.
But that goes back to what we talked about, us being underappreciated.
Yes.
They do this. The ones that don't do anything, they get the top ones.
Man, fuck them, they ain't gonna do it anyway type shit.
Yeah, you know, but the ones that do it, you know.
You got something to say, look, he over there about to cry.
No, I was just gonna say as far as with that.
Agree with me?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
What the fuck?
I'm agreeing
The
with you.
world's coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that because, you know, it should be like that. I know mine wouldn't like that, but it definitely should.
I mean, put all 4 of them motherfuckers on child support. Don't just put the one. The one that you know got a job and gonna pay it. Why should he? And he probably feels like he wanna take care of his child. Like Paul said, he probably don't have a problem with taking care of his child. But you can't put the responsibilities of the other 3 on him when he's just got the one.
But that's they're taking advantage. And I think a lot of them don't realize how much they take advantage. They wouldn't want to, if they wouldn't want to admit it, but they are. It's as simple as that.
That's when you come, you know, leave the lines up clear when you go home and she say, I got 4 kids. You know what she said?
Yeah.
4 different baby daddies.
You put on 4 different rugs. 4 different than one of them motherfuckers.
And when you leave, you don't look back.
Yeah. Take that motherfucker messing with you, tied up in a knot and throw it away in the trash. She might turkey base to that shit. That's some nasty shit. Oh man, do you enjoy being a father?
Yeah, I love being a father.
Yeah, I love being a father. I live to be a father, to be honest.
It has its moments. Some days I'll be like, I don't feel like this shit today. Some days I feel like, it's okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree with something.
So I think that's parenting in general.
I think life in general.
Yeah, that's true.
Life in general, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't what it's all, what you see, you see Cliff Huxtable having a good time.
Yeah.
But shit, it ain't always like that.
No,
That shit is not like real life.
he got fun with the kids. Kids cut PO them cut in.
But sometimes, sometimes when you ain't having a good day, the kids make your day.
They make you feel a little better. I agree.
You know.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think and that was a very, very good show.
With the
The Cosby Show, and they had a whole bunch of.
My favorite show of all time.
it was. I mean, you don't see those, and the thing is, why we don't see those kind of shows no more? You see, they got the deals and all this kind of thing. What is the hustle thing? To me,
Family sitcom.
it's the family sitcom, and it shows like our race, black race, coming up and have something I like.
But I think the Cosby Show, and this is the only
And it's
reason I don't
messages.
put it at my top like you is because I think
Because he raped some bitches.
no, because I feel like more so the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, more so than the Cosby Show had more situations that was more so towards what we had to really.
They did. They had more.
All of them had messages. The Cosby Show had
The Cosby Show didn't have to me a lot that like the really inner city motherfuckers go through.
I mean, Fresh Prince was in fucking Bel Air. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, but they had, like when they went back to
Theo had a drug episode.
shit, man.
They found the joint in Theo, they found the joint in Theo book.
when they went to stay down there in the Bud store where Lights was at.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think they had a lot of situations that we really went through.
I know what you're saying. There was more drama on the Fresh Prince.
It was nothing like Good Times. Good Times.
Good time. Good
Yeah,
time.
Good Times. Yeah, now Good Times, that showed a
Good
lot
Times
of
was
people.
Good Times was
Can't say the way,
Shit good about good times, man. It was a
Look,
struggle.
but the Cosby Show, when did you ever hear Bill, him and Clark talking about, when you gonna get these lights on?
They better not. That shit motherfucking knock. Shit
Shit,
ain't over here.
how many doctors in the hood though?
I mean, why would it be doctor in the hood? My doctor was black as a kid, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have a whole bunch of stuff that we could relate to, man.
Well, they related to the basics.
Yeah, the family dynamic was what you were supposed to relate to.
Do you recall one episode where Bill or Clark went outside and got a switch and came in and whooped Rudy ass? Or Theo, any of them.
She was gonna whoop, Claire was gonna whoop Vanessa ass when she went to go see the Wretched.
Gone.
When she left to go see the Wretched.
Gone though.
Yeah, she was gonna whoop
That's
her
the
ass.
key word. She was gone with her ass.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they gotta do some stuff like
But
that.
why everybody gotta get a whooping, Los?
Just like, he just said, what's the name that came in for kick, JJ ass all the time.
Phil was about to whoop Will and
That's
all
why
that play, but they
that's why
didn't
Fresh
do it.
Prince was, but they were trying to.
Hold on, listen, hold on. Now watch this answer. Do you whoop your kids?
I bust them in their head.
Well, I don't like them.
I do bust them in their head. You can ask them, I bust them in their head.
Ain't none of them here, Los. You have a conversation with them just like Bill had a conversation with his kids.
But
It taught you another way of parenting, Los.
but that's because of the way it is now though. It wasn't like that then.
You asked my
they
mom if
shouldn't
she
have been
ever
doing
did
that then.
You asked my mom, I literally asked her this the other week. And she was like, nah, I ain't never hit y'all. That's a fucking lie. literally was getting beatings. My mother caught me out the shower wet and beat me with a fucking extension cord, man. That's excessive.
That's what I'm saying. Look, they did shit like that. But the only point I'm just trying to make is Cosby Show was out in times when that kind of shit was going on. So they should have been doing that. Because that's what we were literally going through at the time.
I disagree with you. I feel like it was the perfect show for the times to show you something other than black people struggling. In the project, show you that there could be more. It was always supporting black colleges on all their shirts. Every time they had on a shirt, it was from
HBCU.
yeah. So there was that support. How many people wanted to go to fucking Hillman? Hillman ain't even a real fucking college. We all wanted to go to fucking Hillman.
You know, different world and all of that.
Yes.
You know,
It showed us something different. So I disagree with you.
Now those, I think we looking at it different because I feel like, yeah, they were definitely inspirational. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying if they wasn't more, they didn't show me more the perspective that we actually in the inner city go through. Those kind of situations.
Well, you're looking at it differently though, man, because even in the inner city, we had family gatherings. They had family gatherings all the time. They had family over for dinner on the holidays, just like we all have family over for the fucking holidays.
Yeah, but what?
And we sitting around singing and talking shit.
You know most of them episodes. How many of them episodes was they eating the shit that we was eating cereal that just said cereal? Or was they eating King Vitamins or shit like that?
Don't fuck King Vitamins.
They wouldn't eat
never
shit
ever
like
talk
that.
about
They
King
was
Vitamins.
eating real. They
That
was
shit
eating
is
real
trash.
cereal. We was eating.
Regular brand cornflakes, not frosted flakes, regular cornflakes.
Fruit round.
Not
Fruit
yeah,
Loops.
shit like that. We had to eat a bad
You know,
shit.
they were
The
good.
bad shit.
Yeah,
You know, I'm going to go to the
back.
store now. You know, I don't even look at the bad shit. I'm like, why they still selling this bad shit?
I'll be laughing at that shit too.
And the taste is so much different, bro.
My sister, I told my sister one time, I said, man, these the same kids on all these things. On the flavor aid, on the cereal. She looked at it and was like, damn, it's like the same kids. Like the same two little white kids on the flavor aid. Flavor aid was the shit though.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely was some flavor aid. But yeah, I'll shout out to the Cosby Show, man. I love the Cosby Show. Shout out to Bill Cosby. Fuck him. It is what it is. What are some of the things you instill in your kids?
Work hard. That's one of my things. Work hard. Work hard and be responsible. Be accountable for your actions.
Yeah, that's my number thing. My number one thing too, man. Always work hard. Don't let nobody outwork you. People gonna always outsmart you, but your work ethic means a lot.
Well, I would say probably the most thing that I try to instill in my kids is get an education. Because I feel like that's
All that shit that Bill Cosby was talking about.
I guess.
Some more shit you picked up from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, just get an education because I think that's
Primary to have a successful life.
Absolutely, knowledge is
Being
power.
educated.
We were told that, but we never paid attention. I know I didn't. I can't speak for y'all, but knowledge is power.
Boy, it's better to work smarter than harder.
I read more books as an adult than I ever did as a kid.
I can't say the same for me. I read some shit, when I was a kid. I don't read shit now. I read every day. I had autobiography books.
So you read Jewish books?
Back
You have to be able to live with yourself. So just be you.
Okay, I got one that I could recall my grandma telling me. Don't I remember her saying what you don't know won't hurt you. Don't go looking for shit.
Yeah, that remains true. That definitely remains true. You looking for something, some shit. That's why I don't go through people's phones.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for shit.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Once you see that shit, you can't put it back.
You can't unsee it.
Yeah, you can't put it back. You can't unsee it.
Now, I'm interested into what Carl says, because y'all grew up in the same house. So I'm interested in what's the different lessons that y'all picked up, that y'all passing on. You know,
Well, one thing is, that I learned from my mom was, that, our mom always worked 2 jobs. So, it always, to this day, it gives you the spirit to get up every day. Gotta go get it.
yeah, you gotta go get it, man.
Gotta go get it. Can't do nothing if you ain't gotta go get it.
That's what's up. What else you could say, Mom? You could say something. I don't know. I can't.
Oh, yeah, I picked up, a filter from my mom, too, My mom got a filter on her. She's no filter, but she don't have a filter on her. She don't just tell you how it is.
Just let it come on out. My mother was the same way.
She don't just tell you how it is.
Just let it come on out. I be having to ask my mom. I be having to ask myself, my mom got motherfucking Tourette's or something. Like, this shit, you just don't need to do this. Ain't man. Like, what the fuck? Just chill out.
She gonna tell you how it is. She gonna tell you like that.
Y'all live with y'all kids?
No.
Like, I got all my kids out now.
No, it's getting wrong.
Yeah, your kids grown.
No, I don't.
Congratulations on that.
That time I don't.
What are the pros and cons of living with your kids?
I would say some of the pros are probably getting them to do what the hell I want to do. Like going to get me something to drink, shit like that. That's
You treat your kids like servants.
yeah. You goddamn right. I go to work and shoot slave at work some days in the heat, in the cold. So when I come home, you motherfuckers gonna work for me.
Damn, boy.
So you goddamn right. That was some of the pros. The cons are just, constantly them wanting something.
Yeah, but the kids will probably say they want something to eat, they want to cook.
Right. They will in a heartbeat.
A lot of times it's too, too much kids playing sports. You got to, when you go to the game and then go back home, you got to stop from the game, you got to take them home, and then you got to go home.
That shit like that.
Well,
The exact same thing.
one of my cons is the mom, having to deal with the moms. Because that's part of, you having to deal with somebody, now you got to deal with the mom. So, just dealing with them sometimes is, man,
You ain't gonna hear that shit.
hey, they know what it is. I tell them all the time, you get on my fucking nerves.
But it gets greater once the kids get older, because the kids can make their own mind up, and they can, a lot of things you don't got to communicate with them.
What is the joy of having adult kids? You gonna get away from them.
Yeah, I got one, another one. Next year, but I wait for about that, because I don't know my son from the same as his sister. He'll be in the house for probably another 5 years.
Boy, he's gonna be more than leave. That's another thing, man. I feel a detour a little bit, man. We wanted to leave at 18.
Yeah,
We did not be in that motherfucker no longer.
17, we want to get up out of there.
But that goes back to our earlier conversation, man. We make it too comfortable for them little motherfuckers, man. It's comfortable. Like Paul just said, mama cooking and shit. Got your own room. You ain't got no. We ain't making them pay shit. Like when we was kids, mom, man, I've been paying bills since I was 14. I've been giving my mom the money out of my slate check since I was fucking 14.
They feel good when they out of the house, too.
I don't know, man, that it's the same. I don't know that it's us making it comfortable for them, because I still feel like, we still yell at them and shit and tell them, hey, well, you don't want to deal with it, get the fuck out. They still want to stay in, though.
Because it's comfortable.
These kids now, they like,
You don't free. They ain't paying shit. It's comfortable. Man, when I got out the Navy, man, and y'all know this was 2003. Shit wasn't too expensive then. Man, I was giving my mom $100 a week. I said, I can pay $400 for my own damn place. I said, I'm fucking gone. What the fuck am I giving you $400 a week for?
Yeah, I see that same thing. Yeah,
I'm about this bitch.
yeah, I'm gone. Yeah,
She gonna pay for my money. Right. I help you now. I gotta live like your fucking room.
Like your
shit, man. I'm about this motherfucker. I'm a roommate. I should have do what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, I remember I moved out. I moved out with nothing. Me and the girl I was messing with had a comforter and a TV. That's it. A comforter and a big back ass. That's it when we moved in. That's it.
Because it wasn't comfortable at your grandma's house. Your kids can go to their room, close the door,
And lock them up.
and lock it.
yeah.
Wasn't no locked doors at your mama and grandma's house?
No,
Fuck no.
kick that door down.
They'll take that motherfucker off the hinges and you just looking at motherfuckers walking back on purpose. And I was a jacker offer, so that wouldn't work for me.
You know, it's crazy because they learn early, man. Like,
To jack off?
no, they learn early as far as, being like that, being able to have that. I guess they feel like they got it. It's comfortable for them. But Chase said, as soon as his sister moved out,
It's right.
as soon as his sister moved out, he put a wrote a note on the door saying, knock on my door before you come in my room. You 8-year motherfucker, what you mean? Knock on the door before you come in.
And you knocked up.
No, hell no, I ain't do
Nah,
that shit.
you
I ain't
nah.
do that. What the hell you think he is?
You call him and be like, you call his phone and be like, knock, knock.
He said, I'm doing bullshit time.
Right, I'm the man in this motherfucker. You better call my shit, you better knock on my door before you come in my damn room. Yeah, they all like, man, these kids, they fucking up. What you got, boss? You got a phone?
The woman of my dreams, the superstar of my life, fulfill all of my needs, make everything feel right. You're supposed to be dying, but everything I eat you want to taste. Damn, baby, ain't you tired of looking like Homer Simpson by the waist? That's not an insult, baby. But them drawing on eyebrows surely is. So walking around looking like Krusty and Homer the Clown is what your goal is. Whatever it is, love, you can do better. Just get it together soon. All the black fathers out there, let's do a better job having the next generation reach the moon.
I don't know if it was good. I don't know. I don't know what the
I don't need you to critique. I don't need you to critique myself.
I don't know what the reach the moon was about, man.
You want to be successful, man.
It didn't rhyme.
You want to be successful.
That's fine, but you couldn't find a better word to rhyme.
It's right.
The two lines didn't rhyme.
Yeah, it did. I said, get it together soon. Next generation help reach the moon.
I don't like it. I didn't like it. The stuff in the middle was fine. I feel
It's
like
the new
those
age,
last.
it's the new age rap.
That's what it is. I feel like those last two bars.
I like the poem. Y'all comment and let me know if y'all like the poem.
I thought the last two bars could have done. Since y'all wouldn't let me do this one that's been stuck in my head last week, it's got to come out eventually. So it's time for it to come out. And unfortunately for you, Carl, it's going to come out on you. So here it is. All right. So you got to enter your mother, and your father got to enter you. Which way are you moving to get free?
What?
You got to enter your penis inside of your mother, and your father got to enter his penis in your ass. Which way are you moving to get free?
God damn.
Which way is you moving?
To get free. You got to go an inch forward or an inch back.
I'm not going to inch
You
forward.
got to pick one.
You
You got to pick one. You got to pick one.
I'm going to the side.
You got to pick one. They still in you. You still in your mama and your daddy's still in you. So you still there. You got to pick one.
Wait, damn.
You got to pick one.
You can either
disgusting mind,
forward.
man.
I mean, you going
You
back.
got a disgusting
I don't know
mind.
how you come up with some shit like
Yeah,
that.
going back.
No, I'm going forward, brother.
What?
Yeah, you gotta come about it my backside.
Well, I guess it's a trifecta today because I'm going forward.
I hope so.
Hey, man, thanks for coming through, man. We always appreciate you when you come through.
Always, man.
Go Tar Heels. Fuck Duke, because I know your wife is listening to this. Fuck Duke. You don't give a fuck about Duke over here. That concludes another episode of We Pose Up the Podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Stay posted up.